we've run into worse technical issues before kickoff, so that's a fixable one. Welcome in Week 9 Simulation Football League. Action set to get underway. We are at Con-Pro Field in Buffalo, New York, home of the Queen City Corsairs, hosting the Baltimore Vultures tonight. Baltimore coming into town at 5-3. Queen City, the home team, at 3-5. Last week, Queen City 17-31 against Jacksonville. Baltimore lost at home to Carolina. I am Stephen Hacker alongside with the Hall of Famer Eddie Gage. In the stats truck for us tonight is Jacob Clear and Tyler Falk. Back at SFL headquarters is Commissioner and producer Cameron Irvine. And Eddie, why don't you give us today's key points for this match?
SFL Nation, y'all know my voice, you know what it is. Say it along with me. What up, though? Tonight we got two teams who are in backwards directions. We got Baltimore, although they're 5-3, have lost 2 straight. Never have lost 3 straight. Trying to make sure that doesn't occur today. Queen City have won 2 of their last 3 games despite their record. Trying to avenge the earliest loss they took to Baltimore earlier this season 4 weeks ago.
James Troll, the kicker for the Corsairs. Corsairs wearing the all-black uniform with the green trim. Baltimore in the all-white with red trim. Giovanni Bolt, the return, gets that one out to the Baltimore 26-yard line. That's where Jack Wigmore and the Vultures offense are going to take the field. Running back T-Roy Gaines, a 6th-season veteran. Wide receivers Irie Irvin, Daley Holder, and Mac Chima. 2 tight ends for the Vultures, Jay Hayden and Lloyd Graham Jr. Wigmore under center from his 26, fires over the middle off, was intended for Irie Irving, but another receiver got in the way of it.
Yeah, when you're in the midst of trying to turn around a 2-game losing streak, the last thing you need right now is miscommunication with these receivers. Jack Wigmore coming in ranked 11th in the SFL in completion percentage, just under 70%.
Definitely looking to get those practice reps in and look to correct their season and try to make a good push into the playoffs. On second down, Wigmore under center, 2 tight ends to the left side. Hand off to T-Roy Gaines to the left, fights his way forward and gets 1.
T-Roy coming into this game, averaging 4 yards a carry, or just over that. Off to a bad start here, but we're early, and Queen City is looking to build off this momentum from these last 2 games.
3rd and long. Wigmore with 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Quick drop, fires left side, out route, well defended. Haynes was the defensive back that jumped in front of that one for the Corsairs.
Queen City coming out in a cover 3 look. I believe it was cover 3 strong. Cornerback is sitting out there in the flat waiting on such routes, and he's able to bat that ball away and get his defense off the field.
3 and out. Very quickly gets the Vultures special teams unit onto the field. Hunter is going to be standing on his own 11-yard line. See if Queen City brings any pressure on this one. They don't. Going to drop everybody back for the returner. Ochoa waves his hand for the fair catch down at the Queen City 35-yard line. That's where we're going to get a look at the Queen City offense, Eddie.
Absolutely. Queen City coming into this game only averaging 19 points a game. And if they're going to turn this losing, if they're going to try to find a way to upset Baltimore, they're going to have to find a way to score more points.
Baltimore, pretty good defense this season, only allowing 23 points, 24 points a game. On first down, the Corsairs hand off to Jet Zero, right side, has the first down after a great second effort to get move the chains for the Corsairs.
Absolutely. Last week, Jet Zero finished the game with 26 carries. He's amongst the league leaders in carries, and they got to find a way to get that bell cow moving in a positive direction and find a way to win this game today.
AJ Caswell is the quarterback for the Corsairs, followed by Jet Zero at running back, Hubba Kimbrell at fullback. D's are Powell, Christopher Ochoa, and Chris Curtis, the logo, are the wide receivers. Caswell on first down, fires deep post down the middle, but knocked away. The linebacker was there to knock away for the Vultures.
Yeah, Baltimore just dropping back in the zone, and you got a bunch of receivers all in the same areas. It makes it real easy to defend. Alvin Mack was having none of that.
Yeah, on the defensive front for the Vultures, defensive ends Nate Brown, Al Walker, defensive tackles Saron Yates the fourth, and Tucker Lewis. Linebackers Frank Smith, Alvin Mack, and Nolan Pierce. Strong power I formation for the Corsairs on 2nd 10. Stretch play left side. Gets about 4 yards down at the field.
Yeah, pick up 4 yards makes it third and manageable. You know, that was Alvin Mack's only his second pass deflection of the entire season. So he's already doubled up his output in pass deflections.
And let's round out that defensive backfield. The defensive backs for Baltimore, Marvin Himes, Ben Stackenpaper, and Austin Brigham. Safeties Giovanni Bolt and Troy Loshaw. On 3rd and 6, the Corsairs empty in the shotgun, bringing pressure. Caswell gets rid of it. No, it's going to be tipped up and intercepted by the Vultures. Frank Smith, the one that got his hands on it.
Frank Smith sitting back in the zone. He's responsible for that middle of the area of the field. The ball got deflected and fell right into his lap. One of the easiest interceptions he's going to get all season.
Great awareness to hit off his shoulder pad and keep his eyes up on the ball, able to get his hands on it and take that one away from the Corsairs. Corsairs were putting together a nice opening drive there, and it was a great effort to stop that drive dead. Now from the Baltimore 44-yard line, Wigmore back to throw, checks down to T-Roy Gaines,
Wow.
And he may just get back to the line of scrimmage.
He might have lost a yard. Talk about great closing speed there, illustrated by the by the free safety, Albert Begin. As soon as that ball left the quarterback's hands, he went flying over there to tackle T-Roy Gaines before he can pick up any momentum.
Yeah, and T-Roy is very versatile, able to run the ball very effectively, but also has great hands for a running back, able to get out in the flats if something happened for his offense. Wigmore now with 3 wide receivers bunched to the right, 1 down at the bottom of the screen. Quick drop, fires T-Roy Gaines in the flat, room to run, sheds a defender and gets maybe 9 yards on the reception.
Yeah, T-Roy, I remember seasons ago, it always appeared as if he had the biggest shoulder pads in the SFL. Looks to have lost a few pounds this offseason, and he's a little bit more elusive these days.
Lean and mean. And sending people to the Shadow Realm machine as T-Roy Gaines on the 3rd down carry. Can't quite get there. Met in the gap.
Oh, we got a man down.
Oh, no. That's T-Roy Gaines. That's huge. It's going to be the guard. Guard Kirk Lawrence. We'll keep an eye out on that injury, and we'll give you an update as soon as we have one.
Next man up mentality, as we see on the replay. It looks like he just got knocked backwards there. Number 92 met him, and he got messing with resistance.
He got flattened, and hopefully he's okay, able to get back out on the field for the Vultures. But with facing a 4th and inches, going to have to punt this one away to the Corsairs. No, maybe some bravery here, going to try to maybe get somebody off sides. They do get him to jump. Free play for the Vultures, and out to the flats they go. First down to the tight end. Another injury.
Another man down.
Wow.
Oh, David Tilley is down.
And a big part of the Corsairs front 7. Again, hopefully he's able to get back out on the field, take a look at the replay. Bulldozes somebody, but yeah, it looks like maybe an ab problem, or maybe in the chest or underarm something, but hopefully he's able to get back out on the field. But see if if the Vultures will decline the penalty because of the positive yardage on the play.
They will.
They will.
David Tilley leads his team with 9 sacks. If he's unable to come back, that's going to be a big blow for this defensive front.
Now at the 37-yard line, inching closer to positive plus territory. Going to go with the gut play to T-Roy Gaines, gets 4 yards on the carry.
And they ran right to where David Tilley just departed from.
Introduced this Queen City defense Defensive ends Jeff Duffy and Digger Graves. Defensive tackles Tina Begin and David Tilley, who was just taken to the sidelines. Linebackers Jared Crow, Sean Moore, and Ajaymu Afalabi. Cornerbacks Farrell Rains, Ted Haynes. Safeties King Jamal, Albert Begin, and Kappa Joan. 2nd and 6. 3 wide receiver spread for the Vultures. Thrown over the middle off the hands of Ivory Irvin.
Afalabi with the deflection. He leads his team coming in with 10 deflections coming into this game. That's 9th in the entire SFL, picking up right he left off at last week.
Afalabi, very. Oh, a little bit of there, Eddie. But a 3rd and 6. Definitely you think it's a passing situation here for the Vultures. 30 yards would be a 50-yard field goal if they aren't able to get anything on this down. T-Roy Gaines, the lone back, hurdles somebody at the line of scrimmage, but short of the first down on a 5-yard gain when they needed 6.
Needed 6, but they are within Tarkenton's territory, so perhaps they just want to get a lead here and put some pressure on this Queen City offense that has struggled all year.
Yeah, and anything there, that was a pretty safe play. But on 4th down, Baltimore trots the offense back out there. Last time they did get the defensive end to jump. Let's see if they if Queen City wises up here. Nobody jumps. Wigmore pops his head up, calls the timeout. That'll be their first timeout of the half. So from here, Eddie, you're looking at about
45-yard field.
Yeah, 44, 45 yards. Yeah, definitely in Tarkenton's range.
Shark Tarkenton coming to this game is perfect. 21 of 21.
You love that kind of consistency.
40 degrees, a cool night for football, not much wind. This should be considered a chip shot field goal for kickers like himself.
A little bit of a wide snap, corralled, put down, up and good. Plenty of leg from 45 yards. And Baltimore takes the 3-0 here as the first quarter is getting close to an end.
Yeah, as I said,
24-yard drive. Sorry about that, Eddie.
That's all right. It's a fast-moving quarter so far, but any points you can get for Baltimore on the road is going to put pressure on this offense for Queen City, trying to keep this momentum going. Like I said earlier, winning 2 of their last 3 games, and any points you can put on the board early is good for your team.
Tarkenton boots this one away. Ochoa, the returner, brings it out of the end zone. And if you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at www.simulationfl.net. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy. Ochoa gets that one, the return out to the 22-yard line. Caswell in the shotgun, 0 sidecar right, twins right. Baltimore in a base 4-3 defense, pressure coming, Caswell unable to get rid of it. And looks like Saron Yates there to help Al Walker secure the sack.
Yeah, it was a slow developing play. It took the receivers a while to get open, but once they got to the top of their route, it was too late as the pressure was on, and it was a race to the quarterback there.
Got to find
Walker
a way to
picking up
keep
his 5th sack of the season.
Got to find a way to keep Caswell upright, especially when you're this close to your own end zone. I formation, twins left for Caswell. 5-step drop, time to throw. Fires deep down the middle, looking for Chris Curtis, but pass was tipped away by Giovanni Bolt.
Giovanni Bolt, one of the better free safeties in the league, known more for his special teams play, but he gets it done on the defensive end as well.
Definitely game-breaking athlete for this defense. 619 all-time tackles in the SFL. It's good for 42nd. Caswell now in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers to his left. Deep fly route. Pass is going to be intercepted. Baltimore able to jump in front of that one. And that was going to be Austin Brigham on the interception.
Austin Brigham with his third interception of the season. Baltimore just dropped back and took in a cover 12 coverage defense, and he just said he didn't have any other responsibilities other than receiver in his area of the zone. Easy read for him, pitch and catch. And Baltimore, just like that, has great starting field position for this offense.
A really great recognition by the defensive back to just wait, time the ball perfectly to go up and find it at the high point, and now gives his offense good field position, good starting field position already in the SFL red zone. Oh, just outside the SFL red zone. I'm sorry, misread the field marker there. Wigmore checks down left side to T-Roy Gaines. Gonna lose a yard.
Yes, he did. That's actually Albert Begins' second tackle for loss of T-Roy Gaines. No small feat.
Wigmore on 3rd and 19 under center. T-Roy Gaines the lone back. Queen City in a nickel defense. 3-step drop. Wigmore fires to the right side, out route caught, spins up to 13-yard line.
Queen City, if they want to remain in this game before it gets too out of hand, is going to have to find a way to force a field goal attempt, if not a turnover, here by Baltimore early on. When they played earlier this season, it was the second quarter that got away from them when they allowed 21 second quarter points to get this game out in front. They want to avoid that situation here today.
One yard to go for the Vultures. Wigmore under center, twins to the right. Quick drop and throw to T-Roy Gaines left side. Caught and downed at the 10-yard line as Albert Begin there to stop the touchdown.
Yeah, as I said earlier, it looked like T-Roy Gaines lost some weight in the offseason. He showed it there. He was able to catch that ball and get from 0 to 100 real quick as he was caught that ball and accelerated, and it was a foot race to the end zone.
Now with the first down, it's going to be 1st and goal. And Baltimore's going to throw this one left side. Quick swing pass to T-Roy Gaines. I believe he stepped out of bounds. We'll see where they marked it as he was dropped somewhere around the 8 or 9 yard line.
Yeah, he's definitely short. It's a minuscule gain here, but again, Queen City has to bite down there on their mouthpiece and try to keep Baltimore at the end zone.
Going to be tough. We'll see what this Vultures offense elects to do. Queen City in a nickel defense. Wigmore fires over the middle. Touchdown, Vultures.
That was a beautiful route. The slot receiver ran straight up the field, Mac Chima, while the X-receiver, his teammate Ivory Irvin, ran a mid-crossing route, confused the defense, and it looked like there was some miscommunication there amongst the secondary, and next thing you know, he's wide open in the end zone for a touchdown.
Ball there bumped and released, and was saying, hey, this is no longer my responsibility, and it created a gap for Chima to get into, and good job by Wigmore to recognize the window. Caps off a 5-play, 25-yard drive with that 7-yard touchdown pass to Mac Chima. Baltimore now, with the extra point good from Tarkington, sitting on a 10-0 lead first quarter.
Yeah, Queen City's going to have to find a way to alleviate these turnovers, especially deep in their own end, giving Baltimore high-powered offense this short field position.
Tarkington puts the ball on the tee, checks the line, hand in the air. Boots this one away. Quite a bit of leg on that one. Ochoa about 3 yards in his own end zone. Returns it out, and lucky to get to the spotted at the 19-yard line.
19-yard line, Queen City needs to get a drive together. They don't necessarily need to score a touchdown, but they want to at least get a field goal out of this drive and give their offense some momentum here.
Caswell, yet to complete a pass, has 2 interceptions on 4 attempts. Looking to right the ship here with their 4th possession of this ball game. Handoff, Jet Zero stretches it out to the right side, able to drag a couple of defenders for 3 yards.
That's really unfortunate because he actually got good blocking from his interior lineman. Should have went straight up the A gap. Instead, decided to cut it outside to the C gap where defenders were waiting on him. Had he went up the A gap, that'd have been a gain of about at least 5 to 6 yards.
And the starting guard for the Vultures, Lawrence, is going to be out for the rest of this ball game with a severe injury, but due to modern medical science that is the SFL doctors, he'll be back out on the field next week. Caswell able to complete the pass right side, out of bounds. Chris Curtis, 32-yard.
I believe that's Chris Curtis' first catch of this ball game. He and Deezer Powell need to get a bit more involved in this offense, along with their tailback, Jet Zero.
Really kind of stalled out on their drives when they had the ball. Four plays and an interception. Plays and interception. And now they're on this 3-play drive. So Curtis getting hot here as he's got his second reception of the ball game and another first down at the Queen City 43-yard line.
Making a name for himself in this game. Second catch on this drive, as you illustrated too.
Logo for the Corsairs. Great nickname for him. Longtime player for the Corsairs. Caswell on first down, going to go under center, power I. Baltimore showing a blitz. They do bring pressure, and met in the backfield. Jet Zero loses the yard.
He never stood a chance. As soon as he grabbed the ball in the handoff, they were already in the backfield waiting for him.
Brown there. Alvin Mack, one of the ones that was there to help secure the tackle. Great defensive pressure by the Vulture. Zero, the single back. Split to the left. 2 receivers to the left for Caswell. Curtis at the bottom of your screen. Fires right side to Curtis. On the corner route's going to get tipped away. Coverage by Troy Loshaw, the safety.
It was a great route by Chris Curtis. You'd like to see just a little bit more air put up under that football, and perhaps Chris Curtis is still running to the end zone had he come down with it.
Yeah, and Caswell is really one of those guys that trusts his arm. He's not afraid to throw it. He has a short-term memory, forgets his errors, and just he thinks he's going to complete every pass that he throws. And they need to complete one here on 3rd and long, Eddie. In the shotgun, 3 wide receivers to the left. Throws to the left side, going to be intercepted as Deezer Powell is the intended target. Trying to get a number on the defensive player that came up with the interception.
It was
Austin Brigham. 2 interceptions, Eddie.
2 interceptions on the day, and it was off the same defense, off the same play they ran earlier. Apparently, Queen City did not get the memo that Baltimore loves this cover 12 coverage, and they just sitting back there waiting on it. Again, there was no other receiver in his assigned zone, so it's an easy read for the corner.
2 interceptions in the first quarter. Now Wigmore from his own 33-yard line, 3-step drop, checks down, screened at T-Roy Gaines, met in the backfield, but a host of Corsairs are there to stop him for a 1-yard loss.
Could have been a loss of about 4, but he muscled his way trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, and it's only 2nd and 11.
Yeah, both of these running backs for 2 teams are, really got a lot of heart when they carry the ball. Anytime they touch the rock, they're going to fight for every single yard. Definitely a tough matchup for each of the game. In the 4th quarter, these guys are all tired from taking the beating. Wigmore, T-Roy Gaines, left side swing pass, going to get about 4 on that one.
Yeah, oh wow. David Tilley's out for this game.
Yeah, huge injury for the Corsairs front 7, Eddie.
That's a big loss. He is the absolute leader of this defensive line, and for him to get out like this, it's going to make players like Tina Begin have to step up their game.
3rd and 6. Fires right side. Wigmore short of the first down. Couldn't quite turn up field. Is Mac? No, I'm sorry. That's Daly Holder on that one.
Daly Holder on a catch, but it's going to be short. It's going to force a punt. But Jack Wigmore is feeling real comfortable back there without, their leader Tilley on the defensive line right now.
Yeah, Queen City usually can really apply pressure to the quarterback. Been pretty non-existent. Wigmore's looked very comfortable in the pocket. Ochoa, the return, fields it and gets out to about the 24-yard line. 43 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Baltimore up 10 points, but Queen City with the ball and a chance to close the margin.
Yeah, they only down 10-0. There's a lot of football left, so no need to get alleviated from the game plan.
Over under at 47.5 in this ball game. Spreads +7 to Queen City. +7.5 to Queen City. On first down,
Oh,
0 gets the carry left side, trucks a defender, but only gets 1 yard.
only got a yard and ran about 9 yards to get it. As you
Yeah,
said, they trucked the defender, but wow, I mean that's a lot of tough sledding to gain 1 yard.
yeah, a lot of horizontal running there, not much north and south. So on second down, Baltimore's going to be in a base 4-3 defense. Queen City in a twin shotgun look. 0 sidecar left. 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Caswell gets rid of this one very quickly. Receiver turns upfield, gets the first down. They were trying to chip him out of bounds, and he just kept running and stops the clock with 6 seconds at the 36-yard line.
That was a very impressive catch and run there. We thought he was going to be headed out of bounds, getting what he could before stepping out, but he muscled his way and kept churning along there and was able to get the first down.
That's why you got to wrap up as a defender, right, Eddie? I mean, you can't just go out there and throw your shoulder into somebody. You got to make sure you wrap them up and drive them into the ground.
Absolutely.
And that's going to do it for this first quarter. Baltimore up 10-0 here at Compro Field in Buffalo, New York. Simulation Football League Week 9 action. Up in the booth, I'm Steven Hacker along with Eddie Gage. In the stats truck is Jacob Clear, Tyler Falk. Back at SFL headquarters, commissioner producer Cameron Irvine. Field is flipped, and Caswell is going to be under center. Start of the second quarter, quick drop, fires right side, passes caught for a first down, and it's Chris Curtis.
What I like about that play for Queen City is they came out with 2 tight ends to help chip these defensive linemen as they're running by in their routes, giving their quarterback a little bit more time to survey the field.
Yeah, I definitely like that too. Spreads out the defensive line, and then actually running the slants kind of opens up the middle because now you're making defensive ends run wider, and now all of a sudden the middle of the field's wide open for Caswell to make a tight throw.
Makes a longer route to the quarterback.
Press set it down, split backfield for Caswell, keeps both backs into block, fires deep left side, caught by Deezer Powell down at the Baltimore 37-yard line.
50 XZ deep outs. If you get time as a quarterback, it's really hard to defend those receivers on the out routes.
Looking like they're putting things together on this drive. Split backfield again. Looks like they might be going with the run this time. Baltimore base 4-3 defense. No pressure on the outside. 0 gets to tote up the middle and looks like he's going to get about 5 yards. Alvin Mack appeared to be tackled.
Yeah, I haven't noticed every play, but it looks like Baltimore, no matter what base they're in, whether it's 4-3, nickel, or dime, is playing a lot of cover 12. If A.J. Caswell sees this, he can take advantage of it.
Yeah, maybe they can make that in-game adjustment and stop targeting so deep down the field and look a little bit more underneath. We'll see if they do that. I formation, I pro. Caswell back to throw. Screen play to 0. Right side. It's going to get the yard.
And just as I say that, Baltimore comes out in a cover 3 look and brings a safety crashing down into the flats.
Yeah, maybe they just, they're well coached this week. Maybe they just, their practice squad and did a really good job, and Baltimore just looks really prepared here, forcing Caswell into turnover. A 3rd and 2. Handoff going to be to the right side, and he's going to get met at the line of scrimmage, maybe loses a yard, and well defended by the Vulture.
Yeah, it's a favorable spot. Some good home kicking right there. As you said, I thought he lost a yard, but they marked him as a no gain.
In play territory. 4th down. Baltimore has brought the offense out twice in this game on 4th down, but Queen City's not going to play any games. They're going to bring James Troll, the kicker, out.
James Troll has made 12 field goal attempts on the season, ranked 16th in the SFL.
And this 45-yard attempt from Troll's going to be up and good. True right down the middle. to make this a one-score game. Queen City 3, Baltimore 10.
Easily Queen City's best drive of the game offensively so far. Hope they can build off of it, get their defense some motivation, try to do what they can to get Baltimore off the field coming up.
And that was a 7-play, 49-yard drive. And definitely Queen City looked like they were putting things together. Just couldn't quite finish it off in getting the 6 points. Had to settle for the 3. And Troll kicks this one away. Bolt going to return it out to the right side, tackled down at the 26.
Wow, got hit kind of awkwardly there. Got tackled low, right around the knees, and those can be painful.
And the amount of injuries already in this ball game. Awkward hits, landing awkwardly, not something you want to see from one of your star players.
Absolutely not.
Split backfield for the Vultures. Wigmore under center. Irvin split in tight to the right side. Going to take the shot to Irvin. He jumps up and catches the ball. Great athleticism by the receiver, Ivory Irvin. Going to be tackled down at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, I thought Calvin Jones was going to come down with at least a pass deflection, if not an interception. But Ivory Irvin, showing why he's the team's leading receiver coming into this ball game, makes a great catch.
Billy Moss, defensive back there. Just went up and said, nope, this is mine. You can't have it. And that's a seasoned safety, too. That was Kappa Jones out there, a guy that knows how to make the play. And just Irvin went up and made a better one. Wigmore under center. T-Roy gains the lone back. Wigmore takes one step, fires to the left side. Almost knocked away by Albert. But wide receiver is going to haul that one in and get 7 yards.
Yeah, Jack Wigmore saw him and put a little bit of arc up under that football. Otherwise, Albert McGinn is still racing to the end zone.
Yeah, I think maybe a right-handed quarterback again gets that one. But since, Wigmore is the lefty, maybe that also added a little bit to that one. I-form Jokers, handoff, T-Roy gains room to run up the middle. Great blocking. And gets tackled down at the 9-yard line. T-Roy a little slow to get up.
Yes, he is. A lot of hitting going on out there. And you can see here early on just how much Queen City is missing their star defensive tackle, David Tilley, as the Red Sea was parted there on that play.
Gotta love the blocking. Gotta love the extra effort. Seeing those linemen get to the second, third level on the field. Queen City base 4-3 defense. Wigmore lets it go soon. Very quickly gets it out of his hands, and it's a yard for Lloyd Graham Jr.
Lloyd Graham Jr., a tall tight end there, able to catch the ball at his highest point right as he's about to get hit. Knew the hit was coming, was able to hold on to it.
Single back. But 3 tight ends out there for the Vultures. Wigmore going to throw, and he's going to get met by Tina Begin, who gets the sack.
Tina Begin, a free agent from Houston. Queen City showing why they went out and got her. Able to sneak in behind the quarterback on their blind side and bring him down. And they're fortunate to get up because it's those blind side hits like that in the back that could take a quarterback out for the game.
Robert Clayton filling in on the line for the injured Lawrence, and again just kind of took advantage of that matchup there. Now Wigmore on 3rd and 11, back to throw, pressure coming, has to move out to the left side, throws it short, and it's going to be caught. Diving catch made by Daley Holder, helping his quarterback out in a first down inside the SFL red zone for the Vultures.
Helping his quarterback out, that's more like bailing his quarterback out. Falling backwards off his back foot, was able to put enough mustard on it that had interception written all over it.
Yeah, earlier today in the Mexico City Lone Star game, I saw Matt Wilson make a very similar throw kind of off the back foot, but a fantastic play made by Daley Holder on that one. Wigmore with some confidence, throws right side, going to be tipped away. Queen City almost made him pay.
That ball hung up in the air forever after the deflection. I thought someone was going to come down with it.
Linebacker able to get a hand on it. That was Jared Crow, the linebacker, able to get a hand. So a 2nd and 10 from the Queen City 11. Baltimore can get a first down. Not 2nd and goal yet. Wigmore going to go under center, 3 wide receivers to the left. T. Roy Gaines, single back split to the right. Quick drop. Wigmore going to throw the comeback route, and the receiver's going to lose some yards, 8 yards to be exact. Not what Baltimore's looking for there, Eddie.
Not what Baltimore needed at all. Ivory Irvin, one of the more slender receivers in the SFL, was unable to get off the line of scrimmage versus that press defense. Wigmore should have threw that ball elsewhere.
3rd and 16. Trips bunch to the right. Wigmore looks like the same play, just different formation and the same result. Another loss of yards. And going the wrong direction. Not the right way, Eddie.
Yeah, King Jamal must have been in the weight room all week because, they just applying this pressure on these receivers, daring them get off the line of scrimmage with not much help behind them and able to knock these guys off their routes.
2 receptions. Negative 12 yards. Very, very interesting. Can't say that I've ever seen.
Yeah, not back-to-back like that.
Tarkington now, interesting snap. It corrals it, gets it down, and Tarkington good from 39 yards. Puts Baltimore back up by 10, here in the second quarter. Simulation Football League action, Week 9 in Buffalo, New York at Compro Field. It was a 10-play, 56-yard drive. And if you keep up with the SFL and its teams on social media at Simulationfl, follow us on Twitter for weekly broadcast schedules and to discover team content and stay up to date on SFL news. And let us know who your favorite team is or how you enjoy the broadcast each week with the hashtag #MakeAnImpact. Thanks for your support and viewership. Ochoa, the return man, having a really hard time getting out to the 20-yard line. Seems like Queen City keeps getting stuck at the 19, Eddie.
Yeah, Shark Tarkington, with one of the stronger legs in the entire SFL, was able to kick that ball deep into the end zone. And you just wonder when they're going to start allowing these fair catches and just settling to start at the 20.
As well, going to be in the shotgun. Twins right. Jet Zero sidecar right. Quick drop and to the flats to the tight end. It's James Matthew Jr. going to get his first. No, that's not James. That's the backup tight end. Meyer is going to get his first reception of the game.
Yeah, they were trying to take his head off there, but he missed a tackle. I guess he underestimated the speed that he was able to catch that ball and corral it and get his shoulders turned upfield.
Good gain on first down. Makes second and third down a lot more manageable. You don't have to chew up so many yards. Split backfield, going to be a handoff. Jet Zero up the middle and gets the first down. Only needs the one play. Takes a big hit at the end of that one.
Took a big hit indeed. There's a lot of hitting going on out here. Austin Brigham is a corner, and for him to bring down Jet Zero with such force, that's impressive.
Zero up to hovering around the 30-yard mark on the ground on 8 carries. Has 1 reception to go along with it. 1st and 10, left side, going to get a carry. Zero loses a yard. And Alvin Mack there to get the tackle for loss.
Alvin Mack still upset about that missed tackle. He had a couple of plays going to tight end. Make up for it right there with a tackle for loss.
Closing in on 3 minutes here in the second quarter. Queen City could really use some points here before the half. They do get the ball back at halftime. 3 timeouts remaining, so they don't necessarily have to hurry, but Zero, dragging a couple of defenders, gets 8 yards on that first down carry.
Yeah, Jet Zero that time got the ball and was out of there really quick. I was surprised. I haven't seen that much acceleration out of him today before that carry.
3rd and 2, very manageable 2 from their own 38-yard line. Baltimore in a base 4-3. No pressure on the outside, so Zero cuts it out to the right. Gets just enough for the first down. Now up to 40 yards, just under 40 yards on 11 carries.
Yeah, he ran that stretch play there, and he had 2 blockers out in front. And I thought if he would have took a side step to his right, he could have got a bigger gain out of that. But it's a first down.
And the clock just winding away. Getting close. Snaps it just before the 2-minute warning. Caswell wants to wing it and fires this one out to the left side to James Matthew Jr., his first reception for 6 yards. And that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. Queen City with the ball, driving downfield, and they're down 10, trying to get some points before the half. I'm Stephen Hacker, along with the Hall of Famer Eddie Gage, Jacob Clear, and Tyler Falk in the stats truck, commissioner-producer Cameron Irvine back at SFL headquarters. Second, 4. Caswell goes under, split backfield. Baltimore showing blitz. They bring the house. 0 has a lane at the middle. Big gain down to the Baltimore 38-yard line. Alvin Mack saves the touchdown.
Yeah, Jet 0, I'm not sure what the offensive line coach said to his team here late in the second quarter, but they've been coming out firing off the football.
I really think the key to this Queen City offense is able to churn out those first downs, using Jet 0 as that power back. Caswell can throw the big yards, but having an effective grinding offensive ground game is really effective, really good for an offense that likes to throw the ball. On first down, pass over the middle deep to Deezer Powell. He gets 7. Queen City is going to go with the hurry-up offense. 0 is going to be single back left, 2 wide receivers to the right. Caswell back to throw down the middle, caught by James Matthew Jr., dragged down at the Baltimore 4-yard line.
Yeah, he ran straight to the field in a 9 route, and the linebackers passed him up to the safety, but no one picked him up.
Yeah, not using the timeout. They don't have to, but just under a minute remaining, and now under 50 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Now Caswell sprints up to the line. Going to be a handoff, Jet 0 up the middle, maybe a yard on that one. Now Queen City going to use their first timeout.
Yeah, now they're going to burn that timeout, regroup, and try to figure out how they can score here. There's 3 yards between them and the end zone, and they want to burn up as much time as possible, but still find a way to come up with a touchdown.
Gonna bunch up the tight end, split backfield. Look at that, Eddie. Look at all those defenders in the box.
Yeah, they're in
Baltimore just crowding the box. Handoff 0, lowers his shoulder, gets another yard. 3rd and goal, and they're gonna hurry it up, same formation, Eddie.
If they keep coming out here in man, if they can split that 8 gap, it's a touchdown.
And do they get it? No, they don't. Baltimore closes the gap. Queen City calls a timeout. We'll see if they go aggressive and try to get 6 or just settle for the field goal.
Yeah, interesting decision to make here. They've been getting good push all day long until they came out here in goal line, and since then, Baltimore has put the clamps on them.
3 straight carries there, just 1 yard each time. I guess in theory you could hand it off to him, probably fall forward into the end zone, but Eric Barkley going to send out James Troll, responsible for the 3 points on the board for Queen City already. A chip shot, basically a 16-yarder for Troll, up and in, and good. So 6-13, City closes the gap. 25
Very
seconds.
unfortunate to get that far down the field and not be able to get a touchdown, but at least, like you said, it's now a 1-score game.
Yeah, and that was the longest drive of the first half. 13 play, 80 yards, but couldn't cap it off at the goal line. Had to settle for the field goal at the goal line. Troll kicks this one away, and Giovanni Bolt's going to return it. Spins up the middle, 21 seconds in the half, and Wigmore's going to get the start from the Baltimore 26-yard line.
Yeah, Steven, do you think they hand it off right here and just settle for a 1-score lead, or do they get aggressive?
I after the 2 passing attempts from Baltimore's last drive, I think go for it. Take the shot. Try to get some confidence back, but also I'm pretty conservative at times. I think if it was me calling the shots, I'd say, hey, run the ball here. Going to the half with the lead, and Ivory Irvin secures a nice out route to the left side, able to get the first down. Baltimore 36.
Wow, that was close.
Both these defenses, man, are looking pretty good. I mean, we thought Queen City might have to put up more than their average, 19 points to win this one. But the way this first half has gone, 19 points might do it here in this ball game. 17 seconds before the half, Wigmore under center, twins to the right. Quick route underneath, and too many receivers in the area. Nobody could figure out who it was going to. Falls incomplete.
And that's why, as a defensive guy, I lean more on the side of caution, and I just hand this ball to T-Roy and walk into the half. You're deep in your own end. I get it. One pass, one deep pass gets you into sharp targets and field goal range possibly, but I'm just not the one to take that chance.
Pay the receivers on the outside the big bucks, Eddie. Sometimes you just got to take the shot, trust in them. You got your quarterback. The quarterbacks think they can make the throw. Wigmore showing that he likes to take the shot left
Tackled in
side.
bounds.
Oh, inbounds. Lloyd Graham didn't get out. So Baltimore, gonna call the timeout. They basically themselves having. They're gonna take the shot for the Hail Mary just before half.
Just before half, this reminds me of, I believe it was Jacksonville in Florida about maybe 5-6 seasons ago, where right before the half, I think it was Jacksonville who was going for a Hail Mary attempt, and they got knocked up in the air at the line of scrimmage, and Florida picked it up and ran it into the end zone to increase their lead going into the half.
Yeah, and that's that kind of gut-wrenching stuff that can happen, but it's also it's the other side of the coin. Sometimes you flip that coin and it's pay dirt for you and not the other team. So it's risk. Sometimes you take the risk and it pays off for you. We'll see if the risk pays off here. Hail Mary attempt. Wigmore able to get rid of it. Up in the air, tipped away. Nobody there. Irvin was closest to it, but the defender knocked it away, and that's how we're going to go into the half. Baltimore leading 13-6 at Compro Field in Buffalo, New York.
Good half of football.
Yeah, that was exactly what I was going to say. It's a good half of football, but what do you think these teams need to do coming into the second half to separate themselves?
Well, for Queen City, I think they got it going late in the second quarter there by getting Jet Zero involved with some runs up the middle, because every time they try to run them outside, Baltimore has been waiting for them. So I have to call some more runs up the middle, some traps, some dives, ISOs, things of that nature, getting Jet Zero more comfortable on the interior of that offensive line. But I also like to get them to see Diesel Powell involved. He's been a big play threat even back to his days in New Orleans. And you got to loosen up the defense somehow. You can't just let them stack the box and take advantage of that. So, and for Baltimore, I like to see them, perhaps get some more running game involved on the interior as well. You've got David Tilley out for this ball game, but it's also a two-sided coin because it's going to give the quarterback that much more time to survey the field, although Tina Begin did step up and get a sack there late in the second quarter. So that would be my two keys for both of these two teams, and we'll just see what kind of approach they take to take advantage of these situations.
0 in the first half, 58 rushing yards, T-Roy Gaines totaling 23. Both teams' defense is really hitting hard. Both teams struck with a couple of injuries. Sacked. See there, Begin Tina with her one sack. Saron Yates. Was it Al Walker? Al Walker was the other one there to get the half sack for Baltimore. And quick note, Eddie, I noticed that T-Roy Gaines, the Simulationfl Twitch chat asked, how does James Troll get away with no face mask? And that's actually one of my most favorite SFL stories. Dates back to a snow game with Queen City, and James Troll was a rookie. We were playing a snow game in Chicago, I believe, and second, third quarter, field conditions terrible, and James Troll was out to attempt an extra point, went out and slipped as he was kicking it, and ended up looking like Charlie Brown, and that's also how he got the nickname Peanut. But I think after that game, and that happened to him a couple of times, once during the kickoff, once during a field goal attempt, and the league allowed an exemption for James Troll due to the Peanuts nickname, and he's the one and only no face bar player in the S. Great story. James, hope you're listening, man. Love you. Great story.
I'm glad you shared that story. I have a player in my locker room who wants to go out without a face mask at all.
And that's going to be tough, man. We had to fight for that exemption. My time as GM with Queen City's GM and everything. We asked the league, and Cam surprised us with it. We didn't know he was going to do it, and it's been a thing ever since. It's really fun to see. It's like I said, one of my favorite stories.
Oh yeah.
And we're underway here, week 9, Compro Field, Buffalo, New York, Simulation Football League. I'm Stephen Hacker, Eddie Gage alongside with me tonight. Jacob Cleared, Tyler Falk down in the stats truck. Commissioner, producer Cameron Irvine back at SFL headquarters. Queen City got the ball to start the half. They're at their own 22-yard line. Split back formation, Jet Zero gets the carry and nothing going on first down.
Yeah, it looks like Queen City heard my advice to get Jet Zero going up the middle, but apparently Baltimore was in a huddle because they heard it too.
Yeah, maybe Baltimore recognized the defensive adjustment they needed to make in the locker room and coached them up, and maybe Baltimore's looking for that run now. We'll see what Queen City can do. Queen's twin shotgun set. Out route's going to be there. Matthew Jr. sheds the defender and gets the first down, moves chains at the Queen City 32-yard line.
That was a nice route. I believe it was Deeza Powell who was out in front of him, ran a deep drag and took you can see it right there in the replay. Him and Chris Curtis took the defense with him, and he's waiting right up underneath to catch the ball and get a few extra yards after the catch.
Great shot on that replay there. Nolan Pierce was just given that little bump to say, hey, I'm releasing this man. He's out of my zone. Next guy, get him. And as he went to bump, Matthew Jr. went right underneath and allowed him to get that reception. Great breakdown, Eddie. Zero carries to the right side. Room to run. Great block. Hubba Kimbrell secures the block and frees Jet Zero for a huge gain down to the Baltimore 48.
I did not catch his number, but the right guard, they ran a sweep, and he ran around and cleaned out the linebacker and allowed Jet Zero out in front. That was a beautifully designed play.
Great exhibition blocking right there by the Corsairs. It's really fun to see that. Whenever your big boys get in there and get some camera work in the trenches, that's always a great show. Zero single back split right, twins to the right. Baltimore in a base 4-3 defense. Zero with the hesitation move, gets 9 yards on that carry.
Yeah, that time Baltimore got great penetration. I believe it was Sir Ron Yates who practically pushed the center back 2 yards in the backfield, but in doing so created a great running lane for Jet Zero.
Baltimore backs off their defensive back. Base 4-3 defense. Queen City showing the run, commits to it, and Zero has the first down.
I like this game plan by Queen City coming out to start this third quarter. They saw the interior run game was working for them there late in the second quarter, and they decided to stick with it despite being down here early in the third.
With the fresh set of downs, we'll see if they give it to Zero one more time. Split back pro. Base 4-3 defense for the Vultures. Caswell's going to be back to throw. 5-step drop. Moves up in the pocket. Fires down the middle to Matthew Jr. there to get the reception in front of Troy Lowshaw. And has the Corsairs inside the SFL red zone.
Yeah, once again, Queen City runs the 50XZ deep outs. And Deeza Powell, who was the primary receiver on the field, got bumped and knocked him off his route. So he had to wait for James Matthews Jr. to open up, and he did, and caught the ball despite tight coverage there by the defense.
Yeah, that's a risky throw, but a huge target like James Matthews Jr. just boxed out the safety, got his hands up, and secured that ball. Now from the 13-yard line, strong power I, base 4-3 for the Vultures, cuts it out to the left side. Jet Zero, Alvin Mack. He's a homing missile on the defensive side for the Vultures. His 9th tackle today here, Eddie.
Yeah, Alvin Mack has been all over the field. They ran that sweep once again, this time out of the power I, but Baltimore was having none of it. They seen it one too many times.
Maybe getting a little wise to that play. Formation, twins to the right. Baltimore showing a zone defense. Handoffs Jet Zero up the middle. He's going to call it 2 or 3 on that one.
It's going to be a 3rd and 6. It is manageable, but deep down here in the SFL red zone, the defense is going to be packed in tight. So AJ Caswell has to be real careful here with the football.
Look there at Giovanni Bolt. Ball hawk in secondary for the Vultures, looking to make a impact for his team here. Caswell deep drop, time to throw, deep out. Gonna be intercepted. Is that gonna be Brigham again?
Yes, it is.
Oh my goodness, 3 interceptions for Brigham. Now, just absolutely shutting down Powell over there.
Yeah, I like the play call, but I don't like the 7-step drop. They spread the defense out, trying to spread these defenders around, but the 7-step drop just gives them too much time to read the route and make their adjustments.
And the touchback on the interception gives Baltimore ball at their own 20-yard line. Punched in tight to the right, 3 wide receivers. T-Roy gains up the middle, spins, and able to get 9 yards. Albert Begin there to make the tackle.
That's got to be very demoralizing as a defense is to watch your offense chew up almost 5 minutes off the clock and come away with nothing. But you got to bite down on that mouthpiece and find a way to get this ball back to your offense.
City base 4-3, bump 2 on the outside. And T-Roy Gaines going to get the tote in the first down. Up the middle for the Vultures.
2 straight runs to start this half. Right up the 8 gap. Right where guess who just left? David Tilley out for the game.
We'll see if the Vultures continue to exploit the injury for the Corsairs. As the Vultures with the first down, 3 wide receivers to the right side. Handoff up the middle. T-Roy Gaines makes a move, and a penalty flag is down. Probably going to be holding on that one, Eddie.
Yeah, I didn't see who threw the flag, so your guess is as good as mine. It is a hold.
And
but
so
it's only offense.
Yeah, Baltimore with the hold. Queen City's going to accept the penalty. So move Baltimore back 5.
Well, TJ did break out of there pretty clean. So anytime that happens, there is a possibility of a hold. But they say there's holding on every play, but they got to just kind of make up their minds which ones they're going to call.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you on that one. I think there's holding every play. It's just whether or not they want to throw the flag on that one. 4 wide receivers spread for the Vultures. Fires deep over the middle. Pass is caught. Ivory Irving has the first down to the Baltimore 43-yard line.
Yeah, I couldn't see the whole field, but it looked like Queen City might have came out in a full cloud on that play. And if you don't get pressure on the quarterback, it's feast or famine. I mean, you can either have a big gain or a turnover, but you got to get pressure on the quarterback to make that happen. They didn't get it, and Ivory Irving, the team's leading receiver, able to come down with a big play.
Irving, just over 50 yards on 4 receptions, 8 target. Single back look from the Vultures. Queen City in a base 4-3. Wigmore sidearms it. Passes tipped and intercepted. Jumps in front of that one, Jared Crow. And he's going to get tackled down at the 45-yard line.
Crow, the team's leading tackler, showing his ball hawking skills. It looks like that hit one of his teammates in the back. I didn't get his number, but it looked like it hit him in the back. And before that ball could hit the ground, just like that guy from the Pittsburgh Steelers, whose name eludes me, was able to come up with an immaculate catch before that ball hit the ground.
Ted Haynes, the cornerback, was the one that laid out and hit off his back. Crow able to secure the interception after that. Caswell on first down, avoids the pressure, throws a duck, and it's going to be intercepted going the other way for the Vultures. Troy Loshaw with his first interception of the ball game returns this one back to the Baltimore 41-yard line.
That's a throw that he just could not make. He's under heavy pressure, trying to get that ball out. The ball is late. The defense is already making that break on the ball, and it's going right back to Baltimore after they came up with a huge play.
Triple covered, tight window, just very, very low probability that pass gets completed. But was just trying to make something happen, felt the pressure, and unfortunate turnover for the Corsairs. But the Vultures now getting good field position very close to midfield. And short field to work with the lead is always good. 4.5 remaining in this third quarter.
I'm being reminded in the chat it was Franco Harris who came down with that interception. The replay couldn't show whether he actually caught that ball before it hit the ground, and that's what it looked like there for Queen City.
Quick drop for Wigmore. Throws the left side post, is going to be caught by Mac Chima for a first down, flips to the Queen City 41-yard line.
Baltimore, who likes to attack the flats with short out routes just as much as anyone, and every now and then a 90Z arrow, this time goes up the field on an intermediate route down the middle.
Showing run, they elect to throw it. And pressure coming from Queen City. They're going to get the sack, and there was a host of Corsairs there. Jeff Duffy, one of the ones. Digger Graves also in there to get the sack as well.
Digger Graves coming in, trying to make up for the absence of David Tilley, comes up with his 5th sack of the year. None bigger than that one as they try to keep this a 1-score deficit.
Now after the sack, 3 wide receivers to the left for Baltimore. Wigmore, quick drop. Fade route thrown, and it's going to be jumped in front of. Albert Begin's going to take that one away. Mac Chima was the intended target, and Queen City takes it right back.
Albert Begin, who made a couple big plays on T-Roy in the backfield for loss, this time comes up showing his ball hawking skills and gets a great interception.
Albert's one of those guys, fills in a role for Queen City. They really like their free safety position. It's been a position that they've had really good success from for many seasons. And, you know, Albert, when he came in, filled that role very nicely for the Corsairs, displaying his athleticism there. On first down, Jet Zero is going to get the 7-yard carry, and Alvin Mack again makes the tackle.
Despite this deep front seven for Baltimore, Jet Zero and company continue to find holes in the middle of that defense and creating short second and third down opportunities for this offense. But they need to take advantage of it and put some points on the board.
Second and short for the Corsairs. 3 minutes, 18 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Zero, right side. Had a little bit of room, but not enough for the first down. Gets 2.
Yeah, when he got out there, I thought that was a first down, but I'm not sure if he's starting to slow down and get fatigued or what from all these carries because they look like a first down, but he was unable to get there. Big third down coming up.
Great tidbit provided by our stats team is the 3 drives to start this second half have all resulted in interception. So the interesting start to this second half in this ball game. Zero on 3rd and 1 gets the carry, but stopped short for a 4th and to Saron Yates there in the trenches to make the play.
Now, see, I don't mind those ISO plays when you're playing a team that likes to run a lot of man coverage because that linebacker is going to go with that fullback who went out toward the flat. I like to have that fullback out in front of me blocking. He didn't get him there, and now Queen City has to punt.
Yeah, and, you know, Hubba Kimbrell is probably one of the better blocking fullbacks in the league. I've had the privilege of watching a couple of games for Queen City, and, you know, he really knows how to block. He's one of those guys that can take anybody out of a play, and he's already done it here tonight. So I tend to agree with you there, Eddie. Line him up and let him get a block for your running back.
He's also great with graphics and social media as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. Helps out with Queen City's social media team and content creation. From the Baltimore 37-yard line, the Vultures come out in a single back 4 wide receiver spread. Wigmore changing something up. Queen City in a base 4-3 defense, maybe taking a shot deep downfield. And the audible looks like it was to an out route, and Lloyd Graham Jr., the intended target. Farrell Rains, the one to knock it.
Yeah, it looks like 4 wide receivers, but he actually had 2 tight ends in the game. And that's why Queen City was out in their base defense. But that linebacker showing ball hawking skills, able to get outside the numbers and deflect that ball away. That's very impressive for a linebacker.
And great offensive strategy, too, by the Vultures to use their personnel set to scheme the Corsairs into a 4-3 defense. Wigmore under center now, twin to the right, thrown underneath. It's Lloyd Graham Jr. gets stopped 1 yard short of the first.
First time we called his name in a while, but he was able to collect that one. Unfortunately for Baltimore, fell 1 yard short of a first down. Can they convert here?
Under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Single back look, but they've got a bunch of tight ends bunched in there. Wigmore 3-step drop, hits the flats to T-Roy Gaines, spins his way upfield down at the Baltimore 49-yard line, and T-Roy Gaines gets the first down.
And T-Roy can thank his left guard there who got out in flat and was just able to lay a shoulder on a defender who was closing in on him.
Go back. Single right, twins right for the Vultures. Base 4-3 defense for the Corsairs from the 49-yard line. Wigmore going to get sacked, brought down. Digger Graves going to get his another sack. Ball.
Kudos to this Queen City defensive line who, despite their leader, they just have that next man up mentality, and they've combined to put a lot of pressure on Jack Wigmore tonight.
Wigmore now 3-step drop. Quickly gets it out to T-Roy Gaines right side. Farrell Rains going to drag him down after about a 7-8.
Yeah, Farrell Rains had a hard time catching up with T-Roy. Perhaps he underestimated his speed or his acceleration for that matter, because he was able to get out there and almost picked up that first down.
The SFL broadcast team is looking to add new talent to our ranks of broadcasters. Applications are being accepted now to try out for either play-by-play or analyst broadcasting positions. No prior experience is required, just a love for the game and a desire to succeed. On third down, the pass over the middle was incomplete to Daly Holder. And to follow up on that broadcast application, the application can be found on our website at simulationfl.net/broadcasting. Break down that play for us, why don't you, Eddie?
I was just about to allude to it. Every time that Queen City's come out and press man, they've had success throughout this contest. And this time, the receiver was able to get his hands on it. But as soon as he did, that ball was knocked away by the defense. Great job by this Queen City press defense today.
Forces a punt from the Vultures. Baltimore's punter standing on his own 42-yard line. Going to coffin corner this one to the left side. Laid out on the Vultures, but it's going to bounce inside and stop at the 3-yard line, and that's where Baltimore's going to pin this one down. Tough sledding for the Corsairs offense moving forward, having to start right in the back of near their own end zone.
That's a terrible decision by the Queen City Special Teams unit. Anytime that ball is about to land in front of the 5-yard line, you field that ball, even if you have to fair catch it, because of things like that just happen.
Great bounce for the Vultures. City's going to come out in I formation. Caswell, 5-step drop, pressure coming in, he can't get away. Baltimore's going to get this. And it looks like it was Al Walker going to get in there and get his second sack of the ball game, as well as the safety points for the Vultures.
See, this all comes back to that decision not to field the ball by the special teams unit. But not only that, but that's just bad coaching right there. Why are you doing a 7-step drop inside the 5-yard line? That's just inexcusable.
Now Queen City going to have to punt this one to Baltimore. Baltimore takes a 15-6 lead. And the returner is going to get this one down to the Baltimore 41-yard line. Daly Holder on the punt return.
Yeah, so you surrender the 2 points off the safety, and then as a result, have to kick it back to the Baltimore offense.
4 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Most likely the final play of the third. Same single back look for the Vultures. Looks like a 4-wide receiver spread. This time, no, it's Queen City still in a 4-3 defense. That's Afalabi down, split out the bottom of your screen. Wigmore's going to take this one quickly, fire it to the right side. Out route was there, and the first down for the Vultures. And that's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter on Mac Chima's third reception, now totaling 40 yards.
Yeah, and that play, for the first time tonight, they played man defense, but they played off instead of the traditional press. And I believe that's why Mac Chima held on to the ball so long before he snapped it. He was trying to read the defense.
And R62 waves this quarter at an end. Baltimore leading 50-6 here in Buffalo, New York, where the home team Queen City Corsairs trying to mount a comeback. Baltimore hopes to just grind out this clock. They've got the ball and close out this 9 with the win. I'm Stephen Hacker along with the Hall of Famer Eddie Gage, Jacob Clear, Tyler Falk down in the stats truck. Producer Commissioner Cameron Irvine at SFL headquarters. Wigmore fires to the left side. Pass is going to be caught. And for a first down, Jay Hayden.
I believe that's Jay's first catch today. And Queen City came out in the man defense once again, but Jack Wigmore is a smart quarterback. It's hard for a linebacker to cover on an out route like that in man defense. He just waited for him to pop open for a nice catch.
Split back 3-wide receiver somehow fits that pass in to Ivory Irving. Thought the defender was going to be able to knock that one away, but Ivory Irving secures the catch and gets 6 yards.
That defender was Albert McGinn, who's made a number of tackles in the backfield and almost made a pick 6. I do give Queen City's defense a great job of scouting this week. They put him in great position to succeed today.
Yeah, both these secondaries have played really well, and as well as the defensive line, each team has generated quite a bit of pressure. On 2nd 4 to the flats to T-Roy Gaines. Ted Haynes was there, Eddie. Got the handout, but well recognized by Wigmore and able to squeeze it into T-Roy.
You took the words right out of my mouth because the coaches put him in great position to be able to knock that ball away, if not intercept it. But he was just sitting there looking at the quarterback too long and allowed T-Roy to get outside his outside shoulder and pick up a significant first down.
Just at the SFL red zone. 10 minutes remaining in this ball game. Baltimore split backfield. Ivory Irvin up at the top of your screen. Wigmore going to throw the corner route. Ivory Irvin lays out but can't quite come up with it. Tina Begin applies the pressure. The errant throw. It's going to fall incomplete.
Tina Begin and this defensive line have played great today despite the absence of David Tilley. You just wonder what kind of pressure they could have put on to Jack Wigmore today had he been here.
Absolutely, and you can't go one way without mentioning the injury to the offensive line of the Baltimore Vultures. Missing their starting guard. Maybe not quite the impact that Tilley has, but Tina is now facing off against that backup guard as Wigmore on 2nd 10 able to squeeze this one in, and it's Daly Holder on the reception, tackled down at the Queen City 3-yard line.
As you just stated, you got to give credit to the offensive line because he had plenty of time to survey the field, and I believe that was his second read. And 90-yard slants, he's able to corral that football and secure it onto it for a first down. 1st and goal for Baltimore.
Scratch that. It was Lloyd Graham Jr. on the reception. I formation. 8 men in the box for the Corsairs. A little bit of a stutter play for the Vultures, and T-Roy Gaines is going to get maybe a yard on. What do you think the Vultures do here, Eddie? A heavy dose of T-Roy, or do you think they might try to get tricky and look for a tight end over the middle? What do you think?
They got a 2-score lead, trying to bleed some clock, but you also want to take advantage of this field position. But if it was me, I'm running this ball right up the A-gap.
Wigmore back to throw over the middle. Pass is tipped away. Ted Haynes was there in coverage. Risky throw by Wigmore.
And as you see the stat there, Ivory Irvin with 5 catches but 11 targets. And he's usually Mr. Efficient for this offense, catching about 80 to 90% of his targets. So to see that kind of defense held against them, their defense for Queen City has really showed up today. 3rd and goal.
Wigmore under center. T-Roy the lone back. Wigmore's going to throw, has to move around in the pocket, fires it underneath, passes caught, touchdown Vultures. Ivory Irvin able to find separation, Eddie.
Yeah, I guess Ivory Irvin was kind of getting upset there about that lack of productivity for targets thrown his way. Comes across the middle and gets a touchdown. He doesn't catch many touchdowns. He's usually their chain mover, but for him to catch a touchdown, that's big for Baltimore.
Wigmore having to move around in the pocket, but that slight step to his right was just enough to free up the time and able to open up a window in the defense, and leads to 6 points for the Vultures. Tarkington on now to attempt the extra point. Taking their time to snap it. Low snap. Corralled and blocked. May have a chance to go in, but no. Off the head of a special teams defensive player. Almost had enough leg to go through. Just testament to how strong this guy's leg is. But a missed extra point attempt is going to give us Baltimore 21, Queen City 6.
Just when you seen it all, I thought that ball was headed across the crossbar for a moment there.
It had a shot, dude. I was just like, no way. Oh, there. Nope, didn't go in. Baltimore caps off that 9-play, 58-yard drive with a 2-yard touchdown pass to Ivory Irvin. And Christopher Ochoa, the return man, gets this one out to the 21-yard line, about average field position for the Corsairs here today.
Yeah, shout out to this Baltimore special teams unit. They've come in here really prepared today, and for the most part, Queen City's been starting behind the 20. So for them to get out to the 21, I mean, that just speaks volumes of how Baltimore has covered well with their special teams unit today.
As well, under center now. Hands off right side to Jet Zero, sheds the defender, but met in the backfield, sheds another defender. Great, fourth effort by Jet Zero to only get 7 yards. Lost about 4 defenders on the way.
What should have been about a 2 or 3 yard loss turned into a 2nd and 3. And Jet Zero is showing you why it's important not to skip leg day at the gym.
Man can carry the load. I mean, he's big bruising back for this offense. Going to get another tote here on 2nd and 3. Met in the backfield, loses the yard. Nolan Pierce, the one to get the tackle for loss.
In the chat, T-Roy is saying that if that extra point would have went in, that should have been one of Dave Axis's top play nominees for Diva of the Week.
And if that had gone in, he probably would have deserved it. I mean, that would have been one of the most plays I would have ever seen. On 3rd and 4, Caswell going to tuck it and run, but met in the backfield. Pressure got there before he could. It's going to go down as a sack.
Yeah, I thought he was going to take off and run downfield there, but got tackled from behind.
Caswell is one of those guys, one of those quarterbacks that is not afraid to take off running with it. And has had some success when he does. Just unfortunate on that one, gets the sack and loses the yards, forced the punt. 7 minutes remaining in this ball game. Pressure applied, but punt is able to get away. Fielded at about the 40-yard line, going to be brought out to the 42, Giovanni Bolt.
Yeah, with just over 7 minutes left and a 15-point deficit, Queen City's defense needs to find a way to perhaps create a turnover for this offense, who has been so far been kept out of the end zone.
See if they stay in their press coverage on the outside. Doesn't look like it here. Baltimore showing the run. Steps back to throw. Wigmore, can't quite get rid of it. As it falls, he did get rid of it. Falls incomplete. Hit his throws. To begin, capitalizing on the matchup there for the pressure.
Yeah, she's had a great day, and Jack was slow to get up there.
The Vultures break huddle now. And it's going to be a split back. 3 wide receivers. And Queen City's going to be out in a nickel defense. Wigmore surveys, hands off to T-Roy Gaines up the middle, met, and gains maybe 2 yards.
That was one of those old school clotheslines you just see back in NFL highlight reels. Like he tackled him by his neck.
Yeah, Jared Crow just put his arms out and held on for dear life, and it was quite a collision there on that play. But a 3rd and 8 for the Vultures. Trips tight to the right, thrown over the middle. Pass is going to be tipped away. Quite come up with it, Mac Chima. And Baltimore's going to have to punt, Eddie.
That was exactly what Queen City needed. I mean, you want to either get a turnover or a quick 3 and out and give your offense a short field, who, as I said earlier, has so far been unable to get in the end zone. But they have another opportunity here to work on this lead.
Baltimore had a really nice punt earlier in the ball game from roughly about this same field position. High snap. We'll see if they can pin them deep. Didn't quite angle this one to the left. Ochoa going to return it. Gets it out to the 22.
Time is starting to become a factor here in this ball game for Queen City. And you may have to get away from what's been working for you with those runs up the middle and look to get Deja Powell and Chris Kurz a bit more involved.
Probably going to have to throw the ball a little bit more. Caswell started this game over 5. Now 13 for 21, so hovering around 62%. Going to need a lot of completions here to get down the field. Maybe a big run from Jet Zero. Plenty of time to throw, but Caswell's going to tuck and run. Spins upfield, only gains 3, but well defended by the Vulture. Caswell just said, I've had enough. I'm going to take off and get what I can. Carries from Caswell.
They called that play a number of times today, that 50x Z deep outs, and this time Baltimore had it covered.
Base defense for the Vultures. Deezer Powell at the left of the screen, bottom of the screen. Jet Zero gets the carry to the right. and going to get stopped at 3rd and 4.
These are power with a great block to spring jet zero there.
So a 3rd and 4 from their own 29-yard line. 5.5 minutes remaining in this ball game. Queen City down 15 points. Needs to put up some offense here. Single right, twins left. Caswell under center, back to throw. Going to take a deep shot down the middle. Falling down is Dees or Powell. Could come up with the interception, maybe trying to draw a flag.
I think AJ wants to have that one back. I'm not sure if Deezer got bumped on his route to get over there because it is a timing route. And, AJ wouldn't see that. But it's 4th down. And they're going to bring the punting unit here.
With time and 3 timeouts, maybe you're hoping that the defensive pressure that their defensive line's getting can lead to a turnover. They did force a punt on the last drive, but I do kind of agree with you. You know, the time's counting down, and you got to start getting aggressive at some point to get yourself in this ball game and walk away with the win.
Mexico City falls to Lone Star 28-15. Lone Star getting a much needed win for their team in that deeply contested South Division.
Probably one of the tightest divisions in the SFL.
I think it is the tightest.
From the 34-yard line of Baltimore, Wigmore. Ivory Irvin out to the left, changes the play. Irvin out route, caught for 5 yards, pushed out of bounds in between defenders.
Those are the type of routes we've come accustomed to seeing Ivory Irvin perfect. Gets out of his break really quick, gets the defense on their back heels, and they think he's going deep, and next thing you know, he's stopping on a dime, headed to the flat.
Baltimore not going to be in any hurry on this drive. Hoping to use as much clock as they can. T-Roy the single back. Queen City showing press coverage on the outside. Wigmore throws underneath. The receiver breaks a tackle and gets the first down, springs it out to Queen City 48-yard line. Ivory Irvin, again, finding separation.
Yeah, just earlier I was talking about Ivory Irvin being one of the smaller guys, but this time he's showing he didn't skip leg day either. He's able to break a tackle and get the first down.
We want to welcome everyone that just finished watching Lone Star get the victory over Mexico City. You're watching Queen City versus Baltimore here at Conpro Field in Buffalo, New York, where Baltimore has a 21-6 lead and they're driving. Jack Wigmore, the quarterback, under center. T-Roy Gaines in the backfield. Wigmore with a quick drop and throw left side to Ivory Irvin, who's got the 7-yard reception on first down.
He took a shot in the ribs. He got up quick, but I guarantee you he's going to feel that one tomorrow.
And in the booth tonight, I'm Steve Hacker, along with the Hall of Famer Eddie Gage. Down in the stats truck is Jacob Clear and Tyler Falk, and our producer and commissioner is Cameron Irvine back at SFL headquarters. Baltimore trying to get into plus territory. Been a really good matchup here tonight, Eddie. Both teams' defenses hitting very hard. Each team has had an injury in this game, so it's been a very hard-hitting game. Defense is playing very well. T-Roy Gaines able to get the first down on that reception out to the Queen City 37-yard line.
Yeah, for those of you who missed it, who were tuning in to the to the Mexico City Lone Star game, David Tilley went down early in this contest and did not return. And